Father Taylor here on a beautiful Thursday, September 17th, with your weekly EBlast. I was just thinking about how beautiful it was and how the impact of that weather is on me. And I'm very thankful for days like this. And I was thinking about how Ignatius talked about being thankful, saying that the rays of the sun, the God's blessings come to us like the rays of the sun, just continually pouring out on us blessing. And part of our life and life in the spirit is becoming aware and naming for ourselves those things for which we're thankful for. And there's just so many things. So cultivating a life of gratitude and thanksgiving is a deeply Christian life. Coming up this weekend, I want to call your attention to, we begin our series, our first part of this new September series on our Breakfast Alpha. And the book that we're reading is called Surprised by Hope by N.T. Wright. You can see I've got it here on my faithful iPad. Just makes it, that's the way I read. But some people like having a hardcover book or having the thing in your hand. Great. So we had 21 copies of it last Sunday, and I think we have about 5 left. You can, we've ordered some more. You might be able to get one this week at church if you're fast, or you can go on Amazon and have one. I'm encouraging everyone, even if you're not coming to the after church brunch, Breakfast Alpha, I'm encouraging you to get the book and to read it and think about it deeply. It is extremely important because it really helps us separate out those things that we've heard and have come to believe, which are really just rumors and part of our culture about what happens at the end of our lives and the beginning of the next life. And so anyway, I won't say any more about that, but the discussion is going to be really helpful for everybody, I would say. And so if you have questions about that, or if you're just saying, well, what do you mean? Like I'm thinking about it, maybe I'm thinking about it incorrectly. Come and see. So that's this Sunday, immediately following the 9:15 service. But get the book either way. Think about it. Highlight stuff. Ask questions. I'd love to have us all talking about that and really growing in this area of what Jesus has taught us and what God has revealed to us, particularly now through scriptures. So that's this Sunday, Surprised by Hope by N.T. Wright. I also want to say that our groups are kicking off, and Tuesday night, our group, which is How Do I Help to Understand the Holy Spirit? How do I see the Holy Spirit at work in my life? That group has just been very fruitful since we started last summer. You can join it. You can come one time if you like, just to check it out. But I encourage you to do that. How do I see God at work, and how do I know where God is calling me, what God is asking me to do to join his mission? There's a group that meets this Wednesday, which focuses just on that. How do I find and discover where God is calling me to do and what he's calling me to do in my life? It could be my neighborhood, it could be my family, it could be at my job, it could be at the place where I live. So we work on that. That's a great discipleship skill. And so that's going to be happening this Wednesday at 6 o'clock. You're invited to come out to that. If you want to join the women's group that meets on Wednesday nights, that has really been life changer for lots of people. And Thursday nights, there's a lot of fellowship that goes on with the choir. And there is not exactly a singing test ahead of time between choir and the what would you call it? The CWT, the more contemporary group. That's the contemporary worship team. So you could come out, check those out. Sometimes people say, well, I play an instrument. Come on out. And you can be practicing and getting good enough that you feel comfortable playing and you really can do a music ministry. So all of that's going on. Those are usually Thursday nights. So I just want to call attention to those things. And I'm hoping that you continue to pray for our church and its mission, and to see its influence in a very, very divided world we live in right now. And we're praying for all the churches in the Farmington Valley. and that's part of a conference coming up called Thrive. That's in November. And we're praying for the churches right here in Simsbury. Be praying for the folks over at St. Albans. They've been looking for a pastor come in, at least part time. The folks at First Church, they're looking for someone to come in. And I'm just keep trying to figure out how I can get you to meet the new pastor at the Methodist Church, D.H. Choi, who is like a great, great pastor. This is a great guy. So anyway, we'll be praying for our churches, because when the churches flourish, it spills over and everybody around us flourishes because of what God is doing. So God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you this week.